Hey, it's Anthony coming at you with how I did it. And I got almost all, I didn't get almost all, I got tons of information from the Rabbitry Center. He's got lots of great YouTube videos, and there's tons more YouTube videos on there. So anything I dive into, I try to research as much as I possibly can so I know what I'm getting into. All right, so this is my first one. It's on its side, but got ahead and got that mounted on there. I still need to pick up water dishes for the little guys, but I don't have them yet, so it's still a little ways away. I got this door put together. I used a couple scrap pieces from the access when I made this, and then I got the little latch put on here so the door will open. And we made this 12 by 12. This is doors 13 by 13, so we got a little bit of overhang all the way around, and it's seeming pretty nice. One thing I did do differently on the top, after I got this wire, I realized I was pretty sure I wasn't going to have enough to complete all 5 of my cages. So I used some older fencing I had. This is like the rabbit guard fencing for my garden. And I put it on top, and I figured the top should be okay. So that's what I got going on right now. So I was already working on this. I measured out 60 inches. So they're all 1 by 1, so there's 60 squares, but I measured out, made sure. And I'm doing, this is 36 inches tall. So I'm cutting it down to 17 on both sides. So my cages are gonna be 17 inches tall rather than 18. But I think that extra inch is gonna be okay. And then because every time I'm working on this, somebody's sleeping, and I'm right in my garage, which is attached to my house. I have an angle grinder, but just bust out some tin snips and just work on them like this. I'm just trying to cut them as close as I can. And those are going to be the edges, so should be good to go. And this just doesn't take a whole lot of time, just a little bit more effort. And this thing's about to let go. Got one more. And just like that, I gotta run across here real quick, cut that out, and then I'll be able to start bending these and seeing if we can't start taking some shape. All right, so I got that piece cut out. I have both pieces now, and these are 30 by 30. So I just got my tape measure on there. I ran out to 30, and then as you can see, I marked it, put some black marker on there, and then I'm gonna fold it over on that edge there so I can get my edge, and I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the process for my other 60-inch sheet here, so I can do 30 and 30, and then I'll go ahead and attach the sides. So I moved it, and I don't have my my tripod, and I can't get it right now, so I'm just kind of making this the best I can. But I would go ahead and I'll just set on an edge here, and then you can see my black marks right there. So that's my 30. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fold it over on the edge here, right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just fold it over that right there. That'll give it a nice fold. Keep folding it here on this edge. And then you can see there's my my mark. I'll just go ahead and get this finished up. We've got a pretty nice fold here. There's my edge. It's nice and straight. So pretty happy with that. And I'm just gonna repeat that on the other side. I got both sides bent, and I probably go way overboard on the clips, but I got 2 pounds of them, and it seems like it's gonna be plenty. I guess worst case, I need to order some more. So these are the clip tools, and these are the clips. And this guy just sits in there. If I can get it in there. Just like that. Maybe just keep a little bit of pressure on it. You're pretty good. So then over here, there's my first bag I opened, and I did 1 cage, so pretty sure I have plenty. So then over here, you just push these two guys together. It just wraps around them. A little more pressure. And now they're together. So it's still a little loose, but it's okay. It's super nice for when you get them all together and then you put the bottom in. All right, so I got the 2 sides put together, and there's your little clips. I just put it 1 every other inch. So, and it might have went overkill, but it makes me happy. Okay, quick video here. So I got it up on here. I'm gonna measure out 30 inches real quick. So I need 30 by 30 to go on the bottom of my hutch. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure that, and then I'll go ahead and cut it down. Okay, I already double checked it, but we go ahead and push it down. We land on the end, we come across, we're at 30. I'll be honest, trying to hold that wire out by yourself is kind of a bear. You gotta really work at it and try to bend it straight without putting too much of a bend on it, because you don't want your cage all wonky. But and it's short. I mean, you'll have a couple scrap pieces, but you're gonna have to cut another one to make it right. Okay, so I just verified the other length is 30, and I'm doing it 30 by 30. So I'll go ahead and make sure I'm at the edge here. We'll bring it out. There's your 30 mark. So I'll go ahead and take a little black marker and say, hey, this is the guy I want to keep at, and then we'll just be cutting right along that edge here. Okay, I got it cut. We're 30 by 30. Should be great. It will fit on the bottom here, and as you can see, just doesn't want to sit right. Just kind of how it sits until you get the bottom on. At least that's how it was for the last one. So I'll just set that on there, and that'll be good enough. Then I'll go ahead and grab my little tool, and I'm just going to start, on a corner here. I'll go ahead and get these corners on. Okay, so again, I'm just going to go in the corner here. I got my little clip and my tool. I'll go ahead and get it on there, and you just kind of push down and squeeze, and it just, bam, that easy. I'll go ahead and get another one loaded in here real quick. And again, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and push down and get that corner locked in. And then I can start working off of that corner. And we're gonna really start getting some form here, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the this side down here, and I got a couple on this side, and you can see this thing is still just not, and you can see it under there, just not taking shape yet. It's still way off, but I mean, if you just pull it a little bit, you can see that it wants to go, but it's just not there yet. But by the time you get these clamps on, it starts looking really nice. Okay, I got 3 sides done, and it's looking a lot more like a cage. So just got this little gap here, pull this together, and we're gonna be pretty good to go on most of this thing. All right, so there it is. I still gotta do the top, but it just, once you get this whole bottom attached, I mean, it really starts looking like a cage, so it's pretty nice. we're gonna keep going here. All right, got this piece cut. Go ahead and hook it on there. And then, some access to cut off here. Okay, look, there's the top. So I got two sides on, then I just kind of fold these over and just pin it down wherever I can to make it secure. Okay, wanted to make one last video real quick to wrap this up. So I made my store again. I used the little scrap pieces I had left over, and to get them nice and tight, I used a couple pieces together, a couple of little clamps. And the same with on this guy. I had to put 2 or 3 of them together to really get it tight on there so this thing wasn't sliding. And then I just put these together with scrap pieces, and it's holding pretty good. I cut my hole for this guy, got it installed, and then I even tried to make a little hay basket in here. You can see that. And then on the top, I started thinking about it a little more, and I thought maybe these big holes were too big, so I used a scrap piece over top of here, which made all the holes a lot smaller, and I think I'm going to run another piece along there to just make those holes a little bit smaller. There's my little hay basket, my little feeder, and here's my door again. They're pretty easy to open. And once you get it put together with a couple extra pieces, it gets pretty solid. And I could have cut out more, but I'm trying to conserve as much as I can. Oh, and another thing, I always, all these extra pieces, instead of cutting them off right here, anything that's on the inside of the cage, I've been cutting off and then folding it over, so nobody's getting scratched, not me or the rabbits. So here's my 2 cages. They're pretty complete. The only thing I don't have in them yet is the water, and I'm still trying to figure out how exactly I'm going to do that. But when I do, I'll get another video on here and show you what I get everything done, because I still got to make the hutches and waiting for snow to melt right now. So thanks for watching.